Maid of Sker is a survival horror that was released in 2020 for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It was created by the same developers of Don't Knock Twice. The story is set in 1898 in an island called Sker Island, which is home to the Sker Hotel. The protagonist Thomas, a composer, ventures there after receiving a letter from his girlfriend Elizabeth, who urges him to come after noticing her family's strange behavior trying to restore their hotel to its former glory. He arrives with a musical locket she had given him, and he finds out that she has locked herself in the attic due to the inhabitants of the hotel turning into blind monsters. They are controlled by the same song in the locket, and it needs to be countered by a new song to turn everyone back to normal. I would compare the gameplay to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. For the most part, you're stealthily making your way around the hotel, trying not to alert any of the transformed patrons while finding music sheets and cylinders. You can use bells to your advantage to distract the monsters, but at the same time you need to make sure to not bump into any furniture or cough from the dust and get their attention. You do have a device to distort the sound waves and stun the enemies though. There is a safe difficulty that eliminates the enemies but keeps in the puzzles and cutscenes. I beat it on this difficulty because I'm scared of the dark. Even without enemies, you're not safe from scripted events and jump scares, and the environment is just as eerie. It was very unnerving to hear footsteps on the ceiling above me even though I was on safe difficulty. Luckily, you have a map of most locations that marks down where the important items are, and there are vents to crawl into to avoid enemies. Unfortunately for me, there is a boss battle towards the end that I initially thought had no enemy. I kept hearing footsteps but didn't see anyone, then turned around and saw them walking towards me. I didn't get attacked or have to run, but it freaked me out. I would compare the time period and environment to BioShock and BioShock Infinite. The best part of this game is the story. It goes into Welsh and British folklore along with Greek mythology. There are lots of documents scattered around the hotel that give more backstory, and it's all very enthralling. The environment is beautiful and creepy, and Elizabeth's singing adds more to the eeriness. You save the game by playing gramophones that also play audio of conversation between Elizabeth and her family, or her talking to herself. You can also receive phone calls from her that give more background information as to what is going on. I wish there were more lore to the story because I really enjoyed it. There are lots of secrets and hidden areas that you'll have to backtrack to find, but it's all fascinating. This is one I wish had been in VR like Don't Knock Twice was because of how effective this one would be. There are two endings depending on if you collected all of the cylinders and music sheets, and you can easily go back to get the other ending by continuing your last save data. I won't spoil what the mythological creature influencing everyone is, but it was amazing to see it at the end of the game after hearing so much about it. This one is a really great game. It's fairly short though. I completed the safe playthrough with both endings in around 5 hours. There is replayability value however, either going back to finish getting all the collectibles or playing on a harder difficulty. I'm really hoping Wales Interactive continues their trend of horror folklore games, and I look forward to see what comes next. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more content, let me know if you've played this game or if you're interested in it. Check out my Redbubble and Patreon to help support me, and thank you for watching.